Snack has played a huge part in my training camp. The protein, the ZMA, everything, the pre-workout, it's played such a major part in my training camp, keeping me healthy, keeping me recovered, keeping me feeling good, strong, and ready for my next workout.
What have you been doing, Jake Paul, helping him out from Ben Askren? What have you been telling him?
Just fucking chin down, hands up, you know?
Simple as that, huh?
Simple basics, man. I think he's a better athlete than Ben and a little better with the boxing. You know, I've seen Ben. But if it goes after the second round, Ben can start, you know, hand fighting and making it a little slower. I see Jake winning.
Who wins, Jake Paul, Ben Askren?
The fans. The fans. The fans win.
You can't sleep on Ben Askren. Is he'll go. His wrestling background. I mean, since a child, you're built to go into the dark places, the places where, when you're both tired and you get up and you're taking a deep breath of air, he can take 5 steps forward when most people against him have had to take 5 steps back. There's a lot of advantages to this for Ben Askren too. Even with his lack of offensive striking, his defense will be good, good enough to face Jake Paul and take him to the later rounds. And then when it gets to the later rounds, he has a good chance at winning this fight because he can keep his cardio up better. Jake Paul is still relatively green at a professional level, so the later the rounds go, the more sloppy he's going to get. That's a guarantee.
Well, Jake Paul, man, I think he's going to be hard to beat because I listen to him talk and I hear the confidence in his voice. Like I hear it, like I hear the demeanor and the confidence, and he betting on him and the way he bet on him. So I think he's going to be hard to beat, and I think Ben looks kind of older. I don't know nothing about him either, but he looks kind of older. Like I said, boxing is always going to be a young man's sport. So if you ain't got youth on your side or experience on your side, it's going to be hard to beat somebody that got youth on their side. And I'm always going with the guy that got youth on their side over the guy that got experience but they never boxed a day in his life. So right. I'm always going to go with the guy that got that's youthful.
The thing about, people like that, and when you're just starting up, is just like you're just fearless because you haven't been, beaten up yet. So you don't even know, like, you're not supposed to be good and you're not supposed to beat this guy. And that goes so far, to have like that kind of confidence on top of being very athletic and also putting in the work. He literally goes in and spars every day, and it's a boxing fight. Ben Askren's not a boxer. I think he picked the best opponent to fight, to highlight himself, because it's like there's not a more accomplished MMA fighter than Ben Askren that is not as equipped in boxing. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a name that big and that successful that maybe has that like little of stand-up skills that he's shown. So that's a good thing for him to pick, because fans are crazy. Like, they think if a Jake Paul beats a Ben Askren that like he's better than Robbie Lawler because he beat Robbie Lawler and he did all this. So great business move by Jake Paul. But at the end of the day, Ben Askren is an NCAA champion and a high-level MMA competitor. And there is something different in a competitor at that level that makes him, adjust and compete no matter what. And just because we didn't see Askren box doesn't mean, he's a natural competitor. I think that can pull him through quite a bit, just being a competitor. And if I was Askren, and I could see it happening, is I see Askren maybe just going in and taking him down. Like, you can't just be like, you can't beat an MMA fighter. Like, I'm not even agreeing to play your game. And if it takes away from Askren's money, I don't think he's going to care, or anything like that. Like, and he's just the right type of kind of like heel to do that and be like, no, you say you could beat MMA fighters. This is what it is. And just kind of like hold the guy down, maybe even choke him with boxing gloves. I think that would be hilarious. And not even let him have an actual boxing fight.
But Jake, I think Jake's going to kill the guy. I think Jake's going to kill him, Why do I think that? Because Jake's not what people are calling him. Jake's not just a YouTuber, man. I'm going to say that, I say that in confidence and truth. I know he's training his butt off. That dude, he wants this. He's not just some dude with fans like oh, I'm gonna just do this because the fans. No, he wants to be a boxer, you know, and he's put in the work to do that. He's been training, sparring with real boxers. He's been training with a real fighter. Top what? BJ was like top 3 cruiserweight at a point. You know, he fought for the title a few times. BJ's not going to let this dude slack. You know, and I see him. Shoot, I see it in his posture. That dude's working. He's getting there. Now he hasn't fought a real boxer yet, but this is the business side of it. This is entertainment. So he's entertaining and he's learning on the job. So give him a couple more of these funny matchups, entertaining matchups. Wow. And then during these funny matchups, he's opening the door for real fighters to make some money. I'm making some good money. Prograis is making some awesome money. And Red Cash, they're fighting for a world title under Frank Paul. I mean, under Jake Paul. I said Frank Paul. Frank Man Paul. Whoa. Under Jake Paul, you know. So he's opening up. These are opportunities. People got to look at it like that and stop crushing the dude. Oh, he ain't no fighter. Oh, this is no. What about the undercard? The undercard is real fighters, man. Like, this is entertainment. Get entertained. Are you not entertained? I am.
I don't know. For me, like for someone who is not that good, for example, in stand-up, it's very hard. It's super hard because his specialization of Ben Askren is more wrestling. It's more like to lift first his opponent and put him down, head down like this. And it's gonna be a little bit harder, but you know, you never know. I don't know really skills about Jake Paul. I don't know his skills. I never saw him fighting, but a final of the day, it's going to be interesting.
Jake Paul's knocking everyone out. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not the one of the fighters that knock it because they're YouTubers, or whatever you want to call them. But I mean, if you ask my prediction, I mean, Jake Paul is a big dude, so he may potentially get a knockout again.
Don't good box. Askren is boxing very bad at. John Paul is blogger. I don't like it. It's not sport. It's showtime. Yeah, I don't.
Jake Paul works hard. He's taking this shit serious. He trains like a real champ, so he's gonna win.
What do you make of the notion that so many people have you as the underdog and feel that Jake Paul's gonna come in here and knock you out in this fight?
I mean, I think that speaks more to the fact that the public is uneducated than anything else. Yeah, so that's what I'm up against. People are stupid, and I think I'm going to go in there and do really well. You know, obviously his boxing probably looks a little crisper than mine, maybe nicer, but at the end of the day, we're in a fist fight. I'm going to get in there, and I'm going to get physical with him, and I've been in a lot of fist fights in my life. He's been in 2 against guys who weren't very good. And when it gets tough and there becomes some adversity, I think I'm going to respond really well to it. And I think he's going to respond really poorly. And frankly, I think that's going to be the difference. Guys that are coaching him are making him think he's fucking Superman. And so when it gets out there and things aren't going his way a little bit, he's going to panic and he's not going to know how to react.
Thank you so much for watching this video. And make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV. And give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.